So here's a Honda generator that I've aimed for a while. I bought it over the summer, but I've never done nothing with it because it runs horribly.
I've always wanted to be a pirate king.
So this is a Honda EM 3800 SX generator. And the first you can tell is how shifty this is. So I'm pretty sure it got dropped at some point and the whole frame got tweaked. These bars are down on this gas tank. The issue is there's so much rust and nastiness in this gas tank. I mean, the fuel I put in it is already it's just completely brown and rust. So either got to try to fix this gas tank, like salvage it, or buy another one. I already have another carburetor. I tried rebuilding this one a couple times, but I just kept cleaning more and more junk out. So I just want to redo the whole fuel system. This thing should be a powerhouse. But I can't get to the gas tank because it's all smashed up. This is all against the tank. There's nothing to pry on. So I'm going to cut these bars out and then get the gas tank off. And then kind of look what I can do to try to shift this and fix this and use winches or whatever I got to do. There's a dart in that plug. Now it's done. If I only had a hammer, oh, I do. Alright, that's something I can work with now. Things I don't mess with is gloves when running that thing. I just use those welding gloves. They're cheapies, but they work great. And then eye protection. I definitely had spark come up and hit my glasses while I was doing it, so I was glad I got my eye protection there. So these are 10 millimeter. That's kind of annoying. Guess after all, it is Honda though. I'm not really used to everything being metric. That's how American I am. I can't get to that one at the moment. I'm going to try to use a wrench or something. Get a piece of plastic in the way since everything's destroyed on this. So this is kind of too bent up to get past that. Those are just spacers and those dummies there. That's just the air box, right, for the air filter. That's filthy, that needs cleaned out. So we're going to get down to the carb and get it to the point where I try to straighten this frame with a hammer some. I mean, I know it's not going to be perfect when it's done, but something better than what it is. Alright, this piece here, this goes down to this choke. Here, let me get this right. Okay, and here's the carb. And return spring. Linkage. Alright, got the fuel line off. And this is a little electrical something or another. It's taken apart. This piece comes off too. And that way there's a helicopter. Okay. It's right above me. It's really a everyday thing for me. That don't really work too well. All that's doing is caving in that metal. Alright, so there's not much I'm doing for this frame. I mean, I keep working with it, but realistically, it's just kind of too beat up. So I'm going to have to be fine with it looking kind of lopsided. But I gotta clean my tools up because I just got the phone call. I got to go run into work here for a couple hours. And I'll research that gas tank a while. Now, these two pieces are a bit different, both in thickness and the fact that it doesn't have this vacuum line, I guess this is. I don't know. I'm going to reuse this old one because the problem was in the carburetor. Furthermore, I'm going to reuse this old gasket because there's nothing wrong with it. So the spark plug wire goes on here. I just don't feel like scraping everything off today. Next, we're going to have this gasket. And this is going to go some direction. I feel like it's all backwards. It's really messing with me here. We already have this gasket on here. And yeah, it's kind of dirty, but yeah, by the time you peel it off, it's just a big pain. So I'm going to leave it on. Oh, our throttle probably get hooked up at some point here. Now that vacuum line's in the way. This little return spring, that's what this is. It's supposed to slide on here too. Maybe else I can do it without breaking anything. So then this should slide down. That's our throttle. Oh, spring should go in there, and this should come back across over there. Options are to leave this on, this is the new one, and then trace the wiring up through here. And then it comes up to, I don't even know where. There's one of them, I think. The other one comes up right here. You know what? Alright. Let me come put that new piece on. I wasn't going to. I was going to put the old one on. I thought this went up into a wiring harness, but apparently it doesn't. I'd love to be able to push that over top there. Now it's covered in dirt because it's been kind of in the weather. It's just a little bit of a carbon parts cleaner. That looks like crap. I think it's junk. That one's new. Alright, so the real reason I was having so many problems with this generator was because of this gas tank. So this thing is just filled with rust, and it just sucked it down through the whole system, and you just constantly be cleaning everything out. And then I had it pretty well cleaned out, and then sat with gas in it for a few more months, and it rusted even more. And now there's just chunks of stuff in there. So it's getting ready to rust through in the bottom. I was going to try to clean this fuel tank up. And like, I was going to put chemicals in there. And I was doing more research and I realized it's just not realistic. The amount of money you spend to fix it, it's thin metal. It's almost all the way rusted through. So I went, and although I didn't want to spend the money, I got a brand new tank, replacement tank. These are all universal. What you want to do is you want to take measurements from bolt hole to bolt hole, and some of them are bolt hole to bolt hole, some of them are from edge to edge. So take your measurements, make sure it's going to fit right. This is a universal 7-gallon tank. And then you know, it came with the fuel gauge that just works on a little float design. New petcock with a sediment bowl in the bottom, which I need a new one anyway. Screen and some mounting hardware. Now, if I remember correctly, this should go, yeah, under that lip there. That keeps everything nice and quiet. Wow, they gave me this new fuel line with this thing. It's definitely a little tight. There it is. I don't like these new cans. Kind of pain in the butt. Okay, so that fuel gauge don't work very well. It works for like half a tank. I know you're supposed to use this little screen and pour fuel in there, but that's literally a brand new can. There's the choke. Well, it's wet. And that is pure, fresh gasoline. We got this to the on position. Chokes out. Auto throttle off. Here's your doer. Yeah, it's weird. For one, that choke seems to be stuck open. It's not happy. Auto throttle off. Alright, I think I got it running now. I tweaked it a little bit, did some fine tuning. And the other thing was this choke was stuck open and the fuel screw was allowing not enough fuel to go in. It needed more fuel because it was only working under choke. The other thing I want to look at is, I believe, when this old carb, this is plugged off. On the new carb, it's open, so I don't know if it's some kind of vacuum line or something, but I'm going to try to cap it. That's the idea anyway. Well, okay, this is the idle screw that I was adjusting. This is where it keeps it. Yeah. I said we have this thing pretty reliable. We have it running pretty good. So I'm going to call that one done. And that's how you work on a little generator. This one's done for the day. Hopefully, we don't have to come back and work on this thing anytime soon.